It's another K-Town beat.
YouTube. It's your boy, Mr. Outline. I'm back with the GOAT of YouTube. Period. That's right. Period. The GOAT of YouTube. You know what I mean? Anyway, like, comment, subscribe, tell a friend, and tell a friend. You know how we do it now. I want to explain to y'all why I said he's the GOAT of YouTube. Maybe not no more, but at a point, he was, right? This is the homie Chris Sales, right? So he was, when the YouTube craze started, like the vlogging, you and your girlfriend, you and your wife, you and your kid, the whole family thing, like him and Queen Naja, along with baby Chris, they set it off. Chris Sales did that. I think it just started with him first, then he brought her on, Queen on, and things like that. But he was one of the main people involved in that. And it was at a point at one time he was just that hot. You know what I mean? Like red hot. He's still hot, but at the point when I first started cutting him, he was like super hot. You know what I mean? So yeah, I said period. That's why I put that on the thumbnail, period. Because he was, right? Still is. He like made his mark. He's a legend. So much so that people always inbox me and ask me, man, what type of haircut Chris got? What do I tell my barber what to get? Literally, I get that question 2 to 3 times a month, right? It was worse about a year ago. Now, it's slowed down, but they always ask. So I was like, man, I got crispy lineup on Chris on my previous videos, but I decided to make an updated version to show you exactly what I'm doing because that was in my early stages of YouTube, trying to edit, trying to explain and see what I'm doing. But for the record, Chris Sales wears a light taper. If you see what I'm doing right here, it's a light taper, right? So I'm just showing you a little bit right here. I'm talking through this part, but when I turn his head and do the other side, I'll walk you through exactly what I'm doing. But Chris says he's doing well now. He got music videos out, things like that, a whole album and everything, right? And, he used to run with Trey and Armon, Jordan, Lacey, all of those guys. But to the haircut on this side, you're gonna use a big guard. This is not my typical way of fading, but for this light fade, for his hair, this is what I do. So right here, I'm using a 2 guard open. And we're going to use the corner of the blade like I always do. And the key to this is you don't want it to be bald. You want it to be lightly blended. It's not about really the blend so much. It's just taking some of the bulk off mainly for him. So me, I call it a light taper fade. A taper fade would be closer, and then a bald taper fade would be bald. So you have different levels. So right here, I'm using a 1, right? I'm using a 1 guard open. I went from the 2 to the 1. Open, pull, stretch. Use the clip over comb technique right here because I need to clean up some of the bulk without pushing the fade too high. So sometimes you have to use clip over comb to get the desired blend that you want, right? That's what we do. Use the clip over comb, use the corners of the blade, use the guard from big to low. Now I'm using the half guard right here. The half guard, I'm doing the same thing that I was doing with the 1 guard and the same thing I was doing with the 2 guard, right? So, like I said, the key to this is not to make it bald and not to push the fade too high. Keep it a little thick on the sides to match the front, and there you go, and use the clip over comb in certain spots that you can't use the guard on to keep the bulk, keep it clean, knock it down, keep it even. Work it till you can't work it no more. I might need to do it. I could do a whole haircut with just clip over comb. No guards, no nothing. I might do that for my next video. And also in the comment section, leave a comment. Let me know what y'all think. If he is the GOAT of YouTube, was the GOAT of YouTube. You know, if you still watch him, if you don't watch him, you know, let me know. Let me know what y'all think about the haircut. Also, you can always rate the haircut, right? Period. Right? That's what we're doing. Period. So, on the edge of, like me, I'm the GOAT of the edge ups. Period. Right? You might agree, you might not agree, but that's how I feel. That's what I said. I'm the GOAT. You know what I mean? Anyway, trim that hairline down, knock it down, knock it down. See it smooth. He like it kind of thick. One thing about Chris' hair is naturally curly. So you can't cut it down too much because if you do, it's going to look very thin. So I try not to knock it down so much. Right? In order for me to achieve the crispiness that I do, that's what I do. So sometimes you have to come back and clean up the sides of the hair sometimes. Yeah, I did that. Used it. I know right here you can't really see that what I'm doing, but on the other side, I'll show you exactly what I'm doing. You know how this goes. You know I can show you one side because I don't have a cameraman. I haven't figured out how to show you the best way of what I'm doing on the edge up yet. I know I can show you one side. I can't always show you both sides. What I can tell you is that I tap it and I pull away. You know, you don't want to push it back. So you tap and pull away, right? And you slowly work your way on the edge up. You see, I'm diligently working towards my goal. It's not a quick thing, right? You want to visualize it. You want to get it close to where it needs to be, all the way up until where it needs to be. Check me out. I'm using those rose gold effects. Everybody likes the way they hit. Man, how did you get yours to hit? I got a video on that too. You need a video on that? Refer back to my last 10 or so videos. It's there. Rose gold effect. Even the clipper and the trimmer. So these are the trimmers. Best cordless trimmers on the market. Hands down. Right? To me, that's what I feel. And on the edge up, you know, you work your way from the middle to the left, left to right, whatever you want to do, whatever's comfortable for you. If you're in the beginning stages, you want to start from the middle, work your way over, connect the dots. Basically, that's what we do on edge ups, crispy tutorials. We connect the dots, and you see, I don't use any enhancements on Chris at all. He doesn't like enhancements. I think maybe he's let me use it once or twice, not too many times on him. Maybe because he had something to do a video shoot or something, but 95% of the time is no enhancements going on. And I don't necessarily need it. Me, because I still know how to give a crispy lineup. You see it? The lineup's still crispy. No razor on it, nothing. Although I do use a razor on his face, I'm not gonna use one on his head. I'm not gonna use one on the front of his head. You know, so you have to learn how to give an edge up without using enhancements also. You see how clean that is? Now I'm gonna work on the beard. I'm gonna get his beard right. Clean him up. See how he coming out crispy, man. You know that Mr. Outline away. Get my homie back looking like Chris says. Give him his swag back, his juice back. Told me to tell y'all he be back on IG in a minute. Just give it a minute. Told me to tell y'all that. Told him I was gonna post it. He's like, cool, man. Let everybody know I'll be back. So that's another thing I'm telling y'all. He's back. Another thing I got coming up. My new channel is gonna be coming up eventually, called Hanging with Her, where we're gonna do more than haircuts. We're gonna do a lot of other things too. A lot of other interesting things. Right? So on the edge of, you see what I'm doing? I'm working it. I'm tapping and going. Tap and go, tap and go. That's what you want to do. Tap and go, tap and go. Clean his neck up. Make sure you get all the hair from around the bottom. You just going back and being highly detailed. You just want to make sure everything is lined up, nothing is out of place. Remember, tap, 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 tap. See, he sleep. I had to pat him on the back. Wake up, homie. Like, bro, you gotta be up for this. I'm about to get you with that razor. You know what I mean? Then I'm coming back with the razor. I got a new razor. It's a small little handheld razor. I got it from a place in Houston. It's called Bennett's Beauty Supply, or you can call it Brachet's Beauty Supply. Look it up online. If you need a link, I'll send it to you. And we doing a dry shave. I don't really do the wet shave unless I know it's like a skin might get irritated or whatever. But for the most part, this is gonna give you the crispy look. The dry shave is everything for me. I always do a dry shave. I do a dry shave on my face. So it's when you put soap or not even soap, just beard lather or any kind of lather on it, the white lather especially, it makes it hard for you to see the hair. Sometimes back in the day, I used to use just clear gel, like just your regular gel in a squeeze bottle, and I used to just squeeze it out and put it all the way around the edge up and wipe it. The gel actually is cool because you can see where you putting the razor at. Some of those things don't allow you to see it. So I'm more into seeing what I'm doing. As you can see, his haircut's predominantly over with. Cleaned them up nice. I'll clean up the taper probably a little bit more. Take a little bit of that bulk off, and we'll be almost ready. But look, don't forget, like, comment, subscribe, tell a friend to tell a friend. You know how we do it. Don't forget to leave comments in the comment section. Is he the best YouTube period ever? Is he the GOAT? Am I the GOAT? The GOAT of crispiness. Yeah, crispy GOAT. You know what I mean? You could call me that. I don't know. But follow me on Instagram also if you don't. My Instagram name is the same as my YouTube name, Mr. Outliner. So, but that's it for today's haircut tutorial on Chris Sales. But until next time, love, peace, and hair grease. I'm out.